Hello friends, Professor Nick here, and today's topic is, are grades really important? Do grades really matter that much? So this is tricky. This is a difficult question to answer, and the reason being that I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Are grades really important for what or for whom? So let me break it down a little bit so I can answer what I think the question is asking. If the question is, do grades really matter that much in the long run? The answer is absolutely not. Look, I had very, very good grades in my undergrad and grad school experiences, and I can't say that it mattered a ton. Definitely didn't hurt, and if you are getting good grades, then good for you. But it really depends on what you're trying to do. So here's the thing. Say you're in high school and you're applying for college. You might need to meet a certain threshold level of academic performance in order to get scholarships and stuff like that. If you're trying to get into law school, medical school, or do an MBA, again, you might need to be above a certain level in terms of the standardized test, that kind of grade, in order to get entry access to that school. So it kind of depends. But when I think about just like, in general, your life experience of being happy, getting a good job, and just having rewarding life experiences, the grades are not really that important, no. Again, it's going to depend on the situation, depends on the industry. So my focus is on digital media, web design, graphic design, things of that nature, and it's not super important in this discipline. This is because, like, if you're hiring, say, a graphic designer, you really don't care too much about the GPA. It's a good metric sometimes, but it's not that reliable. What would be way more relevant for something like digital media or graphic design is a portfolio of work. Show me the work. I want to see what you've done. I want to actually see what skills you have there. There's a lot of people who seem to get this notion of like, oh, if I'm applying for a job and I have a 3.5 GPA, but this person has a 3.7 GPA, well, they're automatically going to hire this person because higher grades. No, not true. In fact, I've never looked at a resume when hiring students. Again, it depends, you guys. But when I need like a research assistant or an assistant in the classroom, things like communication skills are really, really important. So if you're some kind of nerd who has a 4.0, but you don't communicate very well, that doesn't make you apt for that kind of position. Again, if you're someone who has a very high performance on the grades, but you don't have any like life experience when you graduate, that's not super valuable to me. I think a lot of where this questioning comes from is people tend to relate grades to future success and future happiness, which they're not good metrics for. I have a video on that, by the way. Definitely check it out. And people have really just been conditioned, just brutally socially conditioned in a manner that's not unlike some kind of cult worship thing, just to believe that the grades are the end-all, be-all predictor of everything good in your life that's coming, and it's just not true, you guys. The more time that elapses, the less relevant they are, and they do not accurately assess other things like your personality, skills that are difficult to measure, like maybe communication ability, creativity, ability to thrive under pressure, and stuff like that. They don't always measure those things very accurately. So I hope this video gave you some insight. I hope that was helpful for you. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. Let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more fantastic videos. Professor Nick signing off, and I will see you next time.